Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I feel really cozy today. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, mistaken goat. Hi, hello. Hi, Saucebat. Marky Poo, Razorman. Hi, hello. Crank, Ixane. Hi. You won't be here for long? That's okay. Can you quickly send me the link? That would be really appreciated. Hi, Patreon Fun. Hi, hello. Oh, Selena. Hi. It doesn't work properly, like it's just a picture, but I think it's really cute. I feel cozy today. I feel very, very cozy. Do you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the wind in the background? Hey Dip, how are you doing today? It looks cute. I love it so much. Wait, I have more. I also have... Hold on. Hold on. What do I have? I also have it in all the EV evolutions. I have it in all the EV evolutions. Do not worry. I have y'all. It looks cute. Thank you. You hear me good? Hell yeah. Dave, you have like the best emojis every fucking time. It's so cute. Wait. Okay, hold on. Let me show you this. Hold on. Get off me. Hello? Hello? Oh no. Okay. Okay, look at this. Hold on. Look at this one. Look at this one. How do I get it here? Not wait, where I sent it? What? How did it go yesterday? What do you mean? How did what go yesterday? I'm all confused. Hi Kirento. Hi, hello. How you doing today? You sent it in matcha. Thank you, I got it. Awesome. Thank you. I got it. I got it. Perfection. Awesome. You're fragile. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute as fuck? Should I add that on an asset that you can redeem? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Do you guys want to see what else I got? I got so much stuff. It was gonna be small. Where is it? How do I do that? In this? I'm not small. I'm not short and I'm not small. Show us? Okay. Okay, cool. Get off me. Okay, let's see what else I have. I also have... oh, this is adorable. This is adorable if it works. Hold on. I'm too big, I think. I'm too big. Okay. Hold on. How do I do this? Like this, maybe? Kind of? I don't think this is working. I don't think that one's working. Here's my arms. Oh, this is pretty though. Hold on. Since we're listening to music, mod as well. Can we get a ruler in the background? No, we can't. No, we can't. Oh, goodness. I'm too big, impossible. Hey, Reds guy. Hi, hello. How are you doing today? Aren't those should go on horns? Well, no, I have ears. See? I have ears. Oh, stop that. Stop that. I have ears. They go on my ears. There. Because I'm listening to music with y'all. MDM, hi, hello. That's so pretty. That's so pretty. We're doing great. How are you doing today? They went for a ride on the tail. They always fucking do. Okay, let me see what else I have. Hold on. Let me see what else I have. They're not amazing because they are technically, you know, just PNGs. But ooh, we gotta listen to the Puppy Girl song. Hold on. Trust. Which song is that again? Which one is the I'm a puppy girl from another world? Do you know which one that is? I don't remember. Is it this one? We'll go with this one. We'll go with the bite one. Why not? Guys, look. Okay, give me pink or black. Pink or black, chat. Pink or black. It's great. Isn't it great? Hi, sir. Hi. Thank you for the headphones. I appreciate it. Sir Aaron Guide. Hi, hello. How are you doing today? I'm glad that y'all find it cute. Black? Black? Okay. Y'all are not ready. Thank you for that. Wait, no, not my... Like this. Stop. Stop. It's too big. Oh, that looks so cute, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I might fuck with this. What? Look, I'm a puppy girl. I'm gonna find a song. I'm a puppy girl from another Robocop. I'm gonna find this song. What is this song called? Superstar. Okay. So we're gonna find Superstar. Huh? It's not here? Why? What in the world? Guys, everybody listen. Everybody listen. I'm so excited. That's not where I thought it's gonna go. Look, it's Puppy Girl Bella. I fucked with this so hard, oh my god. I'm waiting for the line. That's not the line. That's not the line yet. Hold on, let me find it. Okay. I think I found it. Here. Okay, I'm done playing. Okay, cool. Should we leave it on for the stream? Do you guys like it? Let me show you the pink one too. Hold on, let me show you the pink one. Okay. And then this is the pink one. Stop! Okay. And that's the pink one. I think the black one was better. What do you guys think? I think the black one was better. I like the black one better. Stop. Thank you for that, Babs. Oh, that's too big. Maybe if it's small. Do we like it small? Not up. I like it down below. Thank you for the follow. Alvin Castro, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Should we leave this on for the stream? Do you guys like it? I think the black hairs are better due to the contrast. Yeah. Agent, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We like you, so of course. Agent, how dare you? How dare you call me small in my stream? The person reading this is adorable. Who said that? Who read that? I'm joking. Thank you. I go by Elf, Elfin, or Elfie. Ooh, I like that. I like Elfie. I like that one. Wait, it's an ASMR stream. I'm fucking up. Hold on, I forgot. I forgot it's not just chatting. Hold on, let me pull this close here. Professional streamer, guys. Monster, thank you. Okay. Thank you for the hat pats. Oh my god, no, please don't cut the fucking grass while I'm trying to do ASMR. Siri, set a reminder to talk to front desk about cutting lawn at different times of the week. Thanks. I can't plan my schedule, I swear to God. Sometimes they cut the grass on Monday, sometimes they cut it on Thursday, sometimes they cut it on Wednesday. They started cutting the grass at like 7 a.m. today. And then now they are back at 10 a.m. Like, what's happening? What is happening? Also, like, there's not too much of a grass where I live. Like, I'm pissed. Hi, Black Rose. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But I'm pissed. I'm so sorry, guys, if you hear the lawnmower. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna file an official complaint. How can a demon work like this? Unbelievable. I am pissed. I can't work like this. These conditions are terrible. You bring offering? A cat! Help me! I'll take that cat, thank you. I'll take all the cats. Thank you so much. Spooky. What's spooky? I'm about to head out soon. My new summer classes started and they are early in the morning. Have fun reading the horror stories. I love you too. Thanks for coming here. Oh, anybody else still tired? Thanks for coming in, Marky. Thank you. Hi, Garcia. I am I'm a puppy girl from another world. Yeah. I'm doing good, Black Rose. How are you doing? It's all good we don't hear it. You'll hear it soon. I can hear that it's coming, so. You're at work, Demon? Just wanted to say hi. Well, I'm glad you said hi, Demon. Hi. Oh, the hot pants. Thank you. I feel tired and it's like 5:15 p.m. Ooh. It's 10 a.m. I woke up early because of the fucking grass mower. And I'm still tired. Oh. Oh. I'm so good because next week I'm getting a Porsche. Shut the fuck up. Really? What kind? That's amazing. Holy shit. Is it gonna be red or is it gonna be black? There are only two answers that are right. Love bats! Oh! Guys, it's a love bat. Look at Demon's Twitch emote. That is so cute. Did you know that our my community is called Love Bats? That is so cute. Crank, why did you make me miss my alarm? Uh-oh. Midnight Purple? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look that up. Midnight. Ooh, okay, I fuck with that. Okay. 3 good answers, because Midnight Purple is really pretty. Okay. That's awesome! Oh my god! Congratulations! Hell yeah. Okay, okay, guys. Yawning the ASMR. Okay, let me find the horror. Let me find the horror stuff. I have it somewhere. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't think this was it, but we can try this one. You know what? I should take my medicine. That's probably why I'm yawning. Hold on. Did bro just yawn at 10 a.m? Well, if you would have made it to the beginning of the stream, you would know. No, I'm joking. They started mowing the lawn at like 7 a.m. and I was clipping until 1 a.m. So yeah, I was clipping and putting on the subtitles until 1 a.m. So it didn't really fucking. It hurt my feelings a little bit that they started mowing 2 hours before they usually do. And they usually ended at 10 too, and now they're back for some reason. So thanks so much for effort. What effort? Oh yeah, thanks Garcia. Can we pin that? Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab my medicine real quick. Can you guys grab like some water? Grab your medicine if you take some. Grab a snack. We're gonna do some ASMR really soon. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab, like it's literally here. I'm just gonna grab it. One sec. That was not a great stop screen, was it? Wow. 10 a.m. is early in my eyes. I'm a night person, tend to sleep till around 11. See? It's not just me. He was here? Who was here? Who was here? Oh, Crank? Yeah. Yeah, he has driving. This is his last week. Remember, he took 2 weeks vacation time off, technically. I love the new ads on the model. Thank you. What did y'all do? He went for driving lessons. He went to get driving lessons. So this is just you, Garcia. Which is great because we have to trial you. You guys want medicine ASMR? Come on, take your depression away. Take your depression away. Come on. Okay. Ah. When? Well, yeah, because this is gonna be the first time you'll be alone, no? I think so. Is it not? Maybe it's not. Okay. Take your OCD away time. OCD away time. I am so unserious, I'm sorry. Thanks for that. Thank you. Listen, if I wouldn't take medicine for my OCD, we'll never get anything done. Because I hyperfixate on fucking everything. Bunk pads! Bunk pads, that's funny. And the last one, I can't tell y'all what it is, but last one. I never took medicine on stream. Is this, are we closer than ever now? Are we closer than ever, chat? Okay, let me take some. That was a big one. I'm gonna drink some Monster too. Okay. It's important to be unserious at times. You mean at all times? At all times only. Not the first time I've been alone? Oh, really? I didn't know. I'm sorry. My days are weeks and my weeks are days. Close? Close what? Okay, where have we been in the story? I know we did part 2. Don't worry, if you haven't been here, I'm reading. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read in a really low voice, and I'm gonna read a search and rescue officer story from working at the US Forest Service, and he has some spooky stories to tell. And although we are not in the beginning, do not worry, because none of the stories add up together, you know what I mean? They're all individual stories. We just have it separated because they are like, it's a 37-page long thing. So where were we? Hold on. Why am I keep yawning? Maybe I need some blood. Hold on. Maybe I need some blood. Would that fix it? Do you guys think it would fix it if I would have some blood? I have to recolor the hands, but okay, much better. Wow, I'm awake now. Wait, guys, wait, I'm cooking, wait. This is gonna be it's a kitty cat. I'm a puppy girl with a kitty hat. Oh wait, kitty, no, wait, there, there, perfect. cookie. Back you go. Wait! Okay, hold on. There. Perfect. Wait! Okay, this one kind of has to be attached to the tail a little bit. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. We're cooking. What else do I have? Glasses. New people coming in like, what? Who the fuck is this bitch? What is she doing? Oh, also for the new people, hi! I'm Bella. I'm your friendly neighborhood succubus. I usually behave. I promise, I usually behave. I tend to behave properly. I look like Elton John. Oh, and there it is. Can you guys hear that? That is beautiful. That is... Yes, please do mow the lawn. You have not mowed the lawn today yet. Twice. Please. Oh, guys, look! Wait! Do you guys like this part of the ASMR where you can hear them mow the lawn? Is it great? Are you guys happy yet? Wait, what's happening? Don't move. The fuck? Wait, why is it coming off? Stay. There. Perfect. I cannot hear them mowing that much. I can hear it so much. Elton did just launch his own brand of glasses. Really? What are you wearing? So you know what to call me. I'm Daddy. I'm Daddy Bella. Why does it keep glitching? What is happening? Okay. What else do I have? Oh my god, what else do I have? Okay, hold on. Oh my god, I have white puppy ears, brown puppy ears, kind of like a beige. I didn't know. Well. Oh. Chat. I'm gonna bring in both. I can only bring one. Fuck, no, to get off my tail. Okay, I think it has to be smaller. Not me! Fuck. Finally, y'all gagged me. Finally, y'all fucking gagged me. I'm a puppy. Wait, no, I mean, I'm a puppy girl from another world. Are you guys entertained yet? Oh my god, it moves with my mouth. Oh, fuck, that's so funny. I'm a puppy girl from another world. What are you doing? I don't fucking know. You're small enough. Don't kill me. There's no way. This is really good ASMR. Oh fuck, I forgot. Yeah, right. ASMR. Fuck. Right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Should we leave this for the whole stream? Should we leave it? Do I have something else? Hold on. Wait, God, chat. Wait. Oh no. Wait. Okay. No. Stay. Okay. Chat. Wait. Oh. Okay. Chat. Wait. Moisty mommy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, milady. Oh, princess. Oh, princess, where are you? Oh, princess. Princess, where are you? Wait. Oh, princess. Princess, where are you? You okay? Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Not to be weird. Fuck. Wait, yes. This is the last one. This is the last one. Oh, why is it like that? Oh, I don't... No. That's not good. That didn't rendering good. Anyways. Oh, wait. Okay, last one, I promise. Last one, I promise. Oh, Jesus. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me grab these cats for a sec. Fuck. You know what's fine. Okay, come back here. Wait, can you not be... Oh, fuck. You can be on my tail, I guess. Oh, whatever. No, that's right. Be on my tail. You're right. There. Where's the other one? Hold on. Where's the other cat? Where did I put it? It's with props, I think. Oh my god, we have an Angie cat too. Hold on. We got an Angie one. Look how Angie it is! Wait, that's how it works. Okay, hold on. There. Ah, no, it goes on me. Fine. Okay, fine. Do you guys like this one or do you want the cat's back? Which one do you want? Do you want the cat back or do you want the sweater? What the hell? The Discord mod hat. Why is the cat angry? I don't know. Guys, am I sexy yet? Am I sexy yet? Shit, even press me up with this sexy. So yeah, do you guys... I think I'm gonna keep the sweater. Hold on. Shut up! I put the sexy. I put the sexy. I put the sexy. Shit, even I would undress me. The sweater? Okay. You always sexy and hot? Ha! Same. It's a lot of accessories! You want more? I can bring out more. Don't worry. Do not worry. No! Okay, okay. Well, I want to wait until. Actually, I'm waiting until the guy goes away a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure y'all can hear that he is mowing again. Why did that not work? Hello? La 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 la. Do I have to extract? Okay. Oh, he's really mowing. He's really mowing. Wait, no. Okay, we're getting there. We control, obviously. ASMR when? Very soon, very soon. You love the cat? I love him too. Okay, he is under my apartment, I think. He's under me, guys. He's under me, chat. I can hear it. Can you guys hear it too? Oh yeah. He's going at it. I can't wait to talk to the front office. Being like, you're ruining my stream at least twice a month. At least twice a month. Can't even plan ASMR around a specific day because they literally come on on like random days. It used to be, and here's the thing, okay? It used to be Mondays at 8:30 or 9. You don't hear it, but I hear it. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so bad. He's under you and going at it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, fam. He is. He is. Was a canister? It's copium. So I can fucking cope with it. Okay, he's going away. I'm gonna give it like 10 more minutes. I think he should go away in 10 minutes. How are you guys, by the way? I didn't even ask. How are you guys? How is your day? Are you having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day. Oh my god, guys! Wait! Wait! Wait. Stop that! What else do I have? Wait, no, give it back! Give it back! Give. What else do I have? Okay, okay, what else do I have? I'm just gonna put them all in here. I'm just gonna put them all in here. Okay, okay. Oh, they're back. Good. Guys, guys, I still have more. I have one more. Stop that! Fuck. Stop! I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I promise. I'm almost done. They're mowing the lawn anyway. Wait, can you see that one? You can? Okay. That's good mode one. Had a nice day at the beach. Oh, I'm so glad that you had a good day. Was late for a few minutes. You're good. You're good. Right? Your flavors, right? Just thinking some of my joint stream, and this would be the first image that they have up there. For those of you joining, hi, hello, I'm Bella. I'm your friendly neighborhood succubus. Don't drink the dick growth potion when I did mine. I think I did all of them. Hold on, let me see. Okay, that I have the bath water. Okay, I have the booba sweat. I have. Wait, the boob growth. Very important. Very important. Super important. Bottom frag. Daddy milkies. Or cummies, sorry. Deep growth. Discord kitten. Discord mod. Bitch juice. Oh, there. Are we are we ready for ASMR? Tuesday. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Everyone, take your respective. Everybody, I brought. Everybody, take your juices. Take your juices. We are about to read some horror stories. It's gonna be very scary. It's gonna be very scary. So take your respective. Okay, I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna take them off. Who wants which one? I'll take them off in order. Who wants which one? Come on. Stand up. Stand up. Who wants which one? Hmm. Hold on, let me take a screenshot of this. This is amazing. Let me take a screenshot. Hold on. Wow. We are amazing. It's meant to be. Roll down. Oh, guys. Oh, fuck. I only have an hour left. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna actually do it. We're gonna actually do it. Let me take these off. And then we're gonna do it. Ah, not me! I don't wanna go in the trash. Okay. Everything else stays. I'll stay like this. Oh, hi, Strawberry Calico. Okay. Okay. Just an hour? Well, technically, we did spend, I think, a whole hour fucking around. So I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah, I have a busy schedule today. Yeah, busy schedule today. Okay, let's see. Maybe this should be a little bigger. Not too much, just a little bit. Cool. Logged in. Logged in, guys. Logged in chat. Okay. We are at part 5. Are we ready? Are you ready for the story? Are we ready for the story time? Near an hour. It says 57 minutes on stream. Yeah. Okay, okay. Can you guys hear me if I talk like this? Can everybody hear me okay? I hope so. Okay. So. Oh, wait. Right. Hold on. The following story contains graphic descriptions of severe injuries and themes of death. It may be upsetting or triggering for some viewers. This narrative is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're sensitive to these topics, please feel free to step away or mute the stream temporarily. Thank you for understanding. Now, we are reading these stories, and I'm going to read them as if I was the forest officer, the rescue forest officer, but obviously I'm not. This one's called I'm a search and rescue officer for the US Forest Office. No, Forest Service, and I have some stories to tell. That's what we're gonna do, okay? You can hear me clearly? Cool. If you guys could stop DMing me right now so it doesn't like bother the stream, that would be really, really appreciated. Just for a little bit more, okay? Thank you so much. Because I don't want the stream to be distracted. Thank you so much. I don't know if it popped up on the screen or not, but here we go, here we go. Okay. One of the vets at the training op reads No Sleep, and he recognizes my stories. He knows me pretty well, and we've swapped stories before. He asked if he could share something he'd noticed about the stairs and some thoughts he had. I'm really glad you noticed to share these. I think it's important that people be aware of what's out there, especially since the Forest Service is doing such a good job covering it all up. I asked him what he meant. What do you mean? What do I mean? The lack of any kind of media attention? No coverage of missing kids or bodies found miles from where they got lost in the first place? David Polites hit this right on the head. The FS is doing everything they can to keep people coming here, even if it isn't safe. I mean, to be fair, it's not like these things happen every day, but the numbers add up, and it's worth looking into it, especially the stairs. I was afraid you didn't mention the flip ones. I didn't know what he was talking about. I couldn't remember him ever talking about something like that. He seemed somewhat incredulous. Dude, I can't believe you've been on this long without seeing them. No one told you about them? I shrugged and asked him to elaborate. Well, there's the normal stairs, the ones that pop up when we're out of ways. I know you know about them. But sometimes I run across one that are flipped upside down. I guess it would be like if you had a dollhouse and the stairs were a separate piece. Now take that, flip it upside down so the top step is stuck in the dirt, and put it out in the woods. Spooky. They are like that. I don't see them as often, but they're odd, to say the least. It makes me think of footage taken after a tornado when houses are blown apart and random things are left standing, like chimneys and garden walls. Those ones freak me out more than the normal ones because I can't really write those off as easily. I don't scare very easily, like most of us who work out here, but the idea stuck with me and it bothers me. I'm going to try and find out more about them. He also mentioned how many people were bothered by the guy with the face. He really got excited when I told him that he'd seen something familiar. No, he got really excited when told me he'd seen something familiar. English is really hard, I'm sorry. I was out on a training exercise a few years ago. I was camped out in my tent and I heard someone walking around outside the camp. We are told not to wander off, which, so I wondered if maybe it was a rookie who'd gotten up to pee and couldn't find his way back. Remember that guy in our group a few years back who almost fell off a damn mountain? Well, I'm paranoid about that happening again, so I got up to see what he was doing. I went to the edge of the camp and I called to whoever it was and told them that the camp was this way. Hi, Playful Bite. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Cute boys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But they kept going back out into the woods, so I went after them. I know it was stupid, but I was half asleep and I just didn't really want to deal with some idiot getting hurt. I followed this thing on a dead straight course for about a mile, and then it stopped on the edge of a little river. I could see the outline of it because the water was reflecting the moon, and it looked just like an ordinary guy. He had a pack on, and it looked like he was facing me. I asked if he was okay, and he needed help. He cocked his head, but like he didn't understand me. I always have my pocket knife on me, and it's got a little thumb light attached to it. So I turned it on and lit up his chest so I wouldn't blind him. He was breathing slowly and deeply, so I wondered if he was sleepwalking. I went closer and asked him again if he was okay. I moved the light up and something didn't seem right, so I stopped. He kept breathing in these real slow, deep breaths, and I sort of figured out gradually that that's what was bothering me. It was like he was pretending to breathe, not actually doing it. His breath was too even and deep, and all his movements were exaggerated, his shoulders going up and his chest moving. I told him to identify himself and made this muffled noise. I moved the light up, and I shit you not, this guy had no face, just smooth skin. I freaked out and I sort of fumbled my light, but I saw him move towards me. But he didn't actually move. I don't know how to explain it, but 1 second he was at the edge of the river, and the next he was 5 feet from me. I never looked away or blinked. It was like he moved so fast my brain couldn't keep up. I I tripped and fell on my ass, and I couldn't see the line open up on his throat. It stretched up to his ears, and his head tilted back, and he smiled at me with his throat. There wasn't any blood, just this gaping, dark hole, and I swear he smiled at me with this gash in his throat. I got up, and I ran as fast as I could back to the camp. I couldn't hear him following me, but I felt like he was always right behind me, even though when I looked back, I couldn't see him. Calmed down when I got back to the camp, the fire was still going, and I guess that pack mentality of being with other people made me stop and breathe a little. I waited by the fire to see if he'd follow me there, but I didn't hear anything else for a few hours, so I went back to bed. I know it sounds weird, but the whole thing was just so surreal that it was almost like I immediately wrote it off. It's an imagination. Ooh, I have to look behind me. I'm a little spooked. I'm a little spooked, not gonna lie, guys. Wow. Whoa. Hmm. Okay, let's go. We were telling ghost stories one night before bed just to scare each other and poke fun at whoever got creeped out. Most of the time, it's the rookies. One woman told a story that actually managed to get under my skin a little bit, and I know the same was true for others. She said it was true, but then again, every ghost story told around the campfire is true. Somehow, though, I don't think she was making it up. It had the ring of the truth that only really traumatizing events have. She said that when she was a kid, she and her friend used to go out in the woods behind her house a lot. She lived in northern Maine, where there's a lot of dense, unpopulated national forest. She said the woods up there aren't like they are here. They're so thick in places that the trees block out the sun almost completely. She and her friend grew up there, so they weren't scared of being out there alone. But they did always maintain a sense of caution in certain areas. She said it was never really talked about. I'm sorry, what's happening? That was a weird bug, I'm sorry. She said it was never really talked about, but they always knew not to go more than a mile or two behind their homes. The adults never said why, but it was an unspoken rule that no one ventured out that far. She and her friend made up stories, and they made up stories about bears as big as houses that lived out there, and they used to scare each other by hiding and making growling noises while the others searched for them. She said one summer there was a series of awful storms that blew down a lot of trees. Sorry. Who let the crows in? Who let the crows in? Who? Sorry. Who let the crows in? Okay. Okay. She said one summer there was a series of awful storms that blew down a lot of trees and set one part of the forest a few miles behind her house on fire. Fire crews got it under control, but she said some of them came back not quite the same. It was like they've been to war. You could tell who'd really gotten scared because they had the same look on their faces. I think it's called shell shock. My friend and I said that they were like walking dead people. They didn't smile or say anything if you went up to them, and most of them left town as soon as everything was over. I asked my parents about it, but they said that they didn't know what I was talking about. Once everyone was told the woods were safe again, my friends and I decided to try and hike out where the fire had been. We didn't tell our parents where we were going, and it was pretty exciting to think that we were disobeying them like that. He hiked out about 2 miles or so, and we started seeing burnt trees and stuff. I remember my friend was really upset because we found the skeleton of a deer curled up under a tree, and I practically had to drag her away. She wanted to bury it, but I didn't want her touching it because its antlers were weird. I can't remember why, I just remember thinking that there was something wrong with them, and I didn't want either of us going near it. The farther we went, the more burned everything got. Eventually, there were no standing trees, and it was like being on another planet. Almost nothing green, just brown and black everywhere. We were standing there looking at it all, and we both heard someone shouting in the distance. I panicked because I thought it was my dad and that he was going to tell me I was grounded. The Nemesis, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. I did not turn around because I was scared at all. No. That's nonsense. My friend broke off and went to hide behind a big rock because she said she didn't want to be caught up out here. Her parents had forbidden her to come out in the woods at all, and she'd lied and told them that we were going to a movie. I followed her, and we kept listening. I could hear this voice getting closer, and I realized they were calling for help. I thought maybe it was some hiker who'd gotten lost and needed directions back to town. That used to happen all the time, so I was used to helping people out. I heard him following my voice, so I kept calling out. I saw him running in the distance. He got closer, and I could see that his face was all red. I told my friend to give me her pack because she had a first aid kit. She made this noise like she was grossed out and asked if I saw his face. I told her to shut up, and I jogged up to meet him. I stopped about halfway. When he stopped in front of me, I could see that his nose and lips and part of his forehead were all gone. It was like they'd been sliced clean off. He was bleeding badly, and I saw that the knees of his pants were red too. I took a step back when I was too scared to move much, and he grabbed my shoulders. I felt like I got a shock, and he jerked back. He started babbling, and I couldn't tell what he was saying, except that he kept asking how long he'd been gone. He asked me where his unit was, but I just shook my head. He looked me over, and he saw my Walkman and screamed. He just kept babbling and touching his face, and I realized he wasn't wearing the right clothing. He had some kind of weird gray cloth jacket and almost formal pants on, and the jacket had these weird bottoms and red borders on it. I kept shaking my head, and I told him I couldn't understand what he was saying. I went to open the first aid kit, but he just screamed again and said the only thing I could really understand: "Don't touch me, you'll make me go back there." After that, he ran off, and I could hear him screaming the whole time. When I couldn't hear him anymore, I turned around, and my friend was crying. I just turned around and started walking back towards the town. She asked me over and over what happened and who that was, but I didn't say anything. When we got home, I told her I didn't want to play in the woods with her anymore. We're still friends, but we don't talk about that guy. Not ever. Ooh, some time traveler shit. That's surprising. I didn't think that they're gonna go that far. That is crazy. Do you guys believe that story? Do you think it's like World War II? Like it was a soldier who got time traveled into this weird I don't know. I hear a lot of like World War II stories where there are like supernatural shit happening. Do you guys hear those too? It's really interesting. Hmm. Anyways, are you guys holding up? Are you guys okay? Are you guys all curled up, doing okay? Let's get into it. Should I do a story time before? No, it's not the right time. It's not the right time for a story time. Plus, I look too adorable to tell like dummy mommy stories, I think. Anyways. Okay. So, the guy says, I'm gonna skip the updates. Okay. Okay. I have dinner now? Ooh, what are we eating, Salzbad? What are we eating? When I started out as a rookie, no one had told me a lot about the job in terms of weird things that could happen. I'm assuming this was largely to prevent me from freaking out and abandoning the park. But a few months ago, into my service, when I was still a rookie, a friend and I were drunk at a party and he opened up a bit. Yeah, it can get a little crazy out there, I guess. I think the worst ones are the ones where people die when they just shouldn't. Or when we find them dead like 10 minutes after someone says that they saw them last. They were fine when I passed them on the switchback, I swear. That sort of shit. Like, take this guy who I found one spring out on a really popular trail. Someone comes into the VC freaking out about some guy who's lying in the middle of a path in this giant pool of blood. So we run out there and find this guy dead as a doornail, which he absolutely should be because the back of his head is like mashed potatoes. The school is decimated, and the guy's old, so you figure, yeah, he probably fell and hit his head. Old people fall all the time. It's no big deal. Except that this area where he fell doesn't have any big rocks. There aren't even any stumps or big branches. And on top of that, there's no blood trail. So he clearly died where he dropped. Now, that's when you turn to murder. But there were people just out of line of sight with the guy. If someone came up behind him and murdered him, there's no way someone wouldn't have heard. And again, even if someone had, there'd be a blood trail splattered all over the place. But everyone on the scene said it looked exactly like he'd fallen and smashed his head on a rock. So what the fuck did this to his head? And then there was this lady I found in a different park about 5 years ago, back when I was upstate. You're gonna share with the class? Oh yeah. What are you sharing with the class? What was the food? I wanna know. We found her in the middle of a stand of big junipers? What are big junipers? Juniper. It's a tree. A genus of evergreen coniferous trees and shrubs. And it's a berry tree. Okay. Awesome. Back to the story we got. Okay. We found her in the middle of a stand of a big junipers, curled around the trunk like she was hugging it. We pick her up to move her, and a fucking waterfall comes out of her mouth, splashing all over my shoes. Her clothes are dry, and her hair is dry, but the amount of water in her lungs and stomach was phenomenal. Unreal, man. Coroner's report says the cause of death was drowning. Her lungs were completely full of water. This, even though we are in the middle of the high desert and there isn't a body of water for miles. No puddles, no nothing. No signs of anyone else being out here. I mean, yeah, it's possible that they were murdered, but why go out the way to do it like that? Why not just stab them and be done with it? I don't know. It just sits weird with me. Mashed potatoes and bratwurst? Actually, I do want some. Sounds bad. Can I have some? That sounds amazing right now. That sounds so good right now. Even though it's technically 11. Now, of course, that freaked me out a little, but we were wasted, and I sort of wrote it off as a fluke. I also assumed there was exaggeration there, since, we were wasted. Now, I don't like talking about this next case much. It was a tough one that's hard to forget. This happened about 6 months after a conversation with a friend. Until then, things had been mostly normal at work, aside from a few odd moments. This case was different. A young man with Down syndrome in his 20s went missing after his family lost sight of him on a major path. It was unusual because he rarely left his mom's side. She was convinced he'd been taken, but the ranger, who's no longer with the park, He made an insensitive comment about his disability, which upset her. We spent time calming her down to get details, then put out a missing persons call. Because he needed support to function, we brought in a local police to help. We didn't find him at first night, which was heartbreaking. We worried about him being alone out there, assuming he'd kept moving. The next day, helicopters spotted him in a small canyon. He was in bad shape when we reached him. I want some too. He was in bad shape when we reached him, and it was clear he was fading. In the helicopter, I asked why he'd wandered off, hoping to give his mom some closure. He was crying and mentioned a little sad boy who wanted him to come and play and trade so he could go home. He said he would wake up in the canyon confused and scared. He kept repeating it was cold out there and asked for his mom. I held his hand, trying to keep him calm. He grew weaker and stopped talking. Just before we reached the hospital, he looked at me, tears in his eyes, and said, "Mama won't see me no more. Love Mama. Wish she was here." Then he closed his eyes and passed away. It was a devastating case, one of the first that really shook me. Hello, the Mimicry Tea. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry that you joined in at a really, really sad time. We are reading horror stories. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, guys. Because of how badly it affected me, I reached out to Senior Ranger, man who ended up helping me through it. As time went on and we got to know each other better, he ended up sharing one of his own stories with me. It was disturbing, but it kept helping me to know that I wasn't the only one affected by things going on out here. I think this must have happened before you got here, because I think if it has happened while you were here, you'd have remembered it. I know it didn't end up in the news for some reason, but I think most people who've been here long enough know about it. The park sold off a portion of the land to a logging company, and it was a really controversial thing. But it wasn't that large, or all of a plot. And it was right after the recession, so we needed cash bad. Anyways, they were feeling this plot of a land, and we got a call that we needed to get our supervisors out right away. I don't know why, but they ended up sending me and a few other guys along with that. I guess for power in numbers to see what's up. We got there, and all these guys are crowded around the tree that they've just cut down. They're all pissed off and freaking out, and the foreman comes over and says he wants to know what we think we're up to. What the hell y'all think this is? Some kind of sick joke? We've got a lot of fucking nerve pulling this shit. We bought this land fair and square. Well, we don't know what the hell he's talking about, so he brings us over to this felled tree and points at it and tells us that when they cut it down, it was just like this, and they'll be damned if they put it there. Inside of the tree was all rotted out and hollowed in one point. When they cut it down, it has exposed that chamber, and inside the chamber was a hand, like a perfectly severed hand, and looks like it's actually fused with the inside of the tree. Well, now we think they're pulling a joke, so we tell them that we don't like being fucked with, and we start to leave. But they tell us that they've already called the cops and that they'll go right to the media if we don't stick around. Well, that gets the head's attention, so they stick around and talk to the police about it. Everyone is denying that they put the hand there. And besides, how would anyone have even done it? It's clearly a real hand, but it's mummified or skeletal. It's brand new, probably not even a day old. and it is definitely fused with the wood. You can see that it's coming right out of it. The loggers, they insist that they didn't put it in there. Somehow, this fresh human hand ended up fused to the inside of this living tree. The cops have then cut up that section of the tree. It's a movable chunk. Then they take the hand and the area is closed off. There was a pretty big investigation, but I know they didn't find any answers. Now it's become this legend, and as far as I know, we haven't sold any more property for logging. That isn't, for those of you who were here for previous ASMRs about this like forest story, we read a story where someone went they went up on like stairs in the middle of the woods, and they wanted to touch something on the top, and their hand got cut off. Remember that? And it just disappeared apparently. What if this is the same hand? You know what I mean? What if it's the same fucking hand? And it just like got transferred into the tree from the top of the stairs. You know what I mean? That's spooky. Why am I laughing? I don't know. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. I have a question. It's a real question too. Should we keep reading this as we go? Or should I give y'all a story? Not a spooky story time. I don't know. Maybe it's not the right time for it now that I think about it. Maybe it's not the right time. Just mail him. You guys are hungry. Go get a snack. Go get a snack. Don't be hungry. Okay, next one. Let's drink some water and next one. Okay. Are we ready? As you all know, I went to a training seminar recently and heard some people tell amazing and horrible things. One of the guys I talked to while I was there told me a story when we were all around the campfire one night. We were both pretty drunk, you'll see a pattern here, and we were swapping stories. He told me this one. Me and another guy were out in the field to research because some campers reported screaming noises at night. So we head out there to look for whatever fucking mountain lion has wandered into the area, and I'm pissed. We've had 3 of them show up in the camping areas that year alone, and I'm getting tired as hell of constantly having to deal with them. Plus, I just don't like them anyways. They are a pain in the ass, and they are loud, and they scare the shit out of me. Fucking cats, pieces of shit. I don't like this guy. He's talking bad about my kitty. I'm sad. Cats are so amazing. Why is he talking shit about mountain lions, guys? Anyways. Okay. Anyways. I'm groaning about it to the guy I'm with, and he thinks it's a real fucking riot. So we're seeing all these broken branches and what look like dams, and we're sure we know where this thing is. I call in, and they tell me to confirm if it's possible, which, just means that they want you to step in a big pile of shit and use that as proof. I'm not seeing any, though, so I basically just tell them to shove it. I'm done. We know that damn thing's out here somewhere, even if I'm not stepping in shit or inside its mouth or whatever. This guy is so rude. Mountains lions aren't that. Cats always love them. Yeah, weird, right? Just weird. This guy is a pain in the ass, not the cat. Anyway, the guy I'm with wanders off to take a piss or whatever, and I stay behind watching this little burrow under a tree to see if maybe a fox or something is living under it. Because I love foxes, man. Well, speciesism or something, right? Like, dude. Anyways, but anyway, I'm watching this tree and I start hearing branches crackling. It's coming from the direction my partner went opposite of. Now I've got my pistol, but you and I both know it's not gonna do shit against the cat. I cock it and holler it for my partner to get his dumb ass back, but he's too far and he can't hear me. I stand up and get my sights on where the thing is approaching, and I shit you not, man, I just about peed myself. This guy is coming towards me, and he's back flipping through the fucking woods. And I swear to God, he cleared every fucking log and bush in his path. It was like he knew right where he was going. I yell at the guy to stop right there where he was, and I'm pointing the gun right at him, but he keeps coming, and I kinda just lost it. I shot at the ground in front of him, and it was a dumb fucking thing to do, but man, I didn't want this guy anywhere near me. When I fired, he was about 50 yards from me, and as soon as the gun goes off, he rolls around and goes off, back flipping back into the woods. My partner hears my gun off and runs back and asks what's up. And I tell him there's some fucking weirdo out here, hopped up on a god knows what, and we need to get the hell out of the Dodge. I let the cops know what happened, and I didn't get in trouble for firing, but man, I don't know what the motherfucker was on, but I've never seen anything like that before. Shit was absolutely buttfuck crazy. I think we can agree that there's stuff going on in the woods, right? And while I'm not going to spout off about what it could be or offer any theories, what I want people to take away from all of this is that it is damn important to be safe out there, right? Right? I forgot that was Leon doing black flips. That's funny. I like that. Mm. Fucking Leon. Wow. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Focus. Are you guys sleepy, by the way? Are you guys tired? I'm very sleepy today. I heard that you guys are really sleepy too. If you want to get some coffee, I highly recommend this brand. It's called Itasha Coffee. I like the tiramisu one. Um, no, I shouldn't say I like the tiramisu one. I want to try the tiramisu one. I ordered it too. And I like the these nuts one. Those are really good. Like actually. And they're homemade. Like the homebrew is really good too. But anyways, if you want 5% off, use Bella Succubus code and you'll get it. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure that y'all know. You're sleepy too? It's such a sleepy day. It's such a sleepy cozy day. I don't know why. Sleepy cozy. Thanks, Garcia. I might go back to bed after this.
I like dicks.
Wow. Wow. Next story. Are you guys ready for the next story? We are on page 21 of 37. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. One of the topics that I got asked a lot here and in real life involve things like the rake. What's the rake? Hold on. Oh my god. The rake. Okay. So the rake can refer to two distinct entities: a fictional creepypasta monster and a magazine focused on classic menwear. I'm sure they're not fucking asking about the menwear, dude. What the fuck? Okay, okay. So the rake. Oh, Daddy, thank you for the follow. So the rake is depicted as a pale, hairless humanoid with sharp claws, large eyes, and a mouth that can be either non-existent or filled with jagged teeth. Okay, cool. Hold up, man. Weird, right? Weird. Okay, so he says, they ask a lot about where were we? Oh, where were we? They ask a lot about um things like the rake, the Wendigo, and other related legends. I can't honestly say that I know a lot about any of them, but based on some light reading I did, I can say that I've heard stories that seem to be loosely related to them. Aww! Thank you for the health pads! I promise I will eat. Thank you. I promise I will eat after this. I promise, I promise. Thank you for looking out for me. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, okay. Let's see. You've heard the old adage? What's an adage? Anyway, that legends like that come from somewhere, and I'm sure that's true. But as you all know, I do try to take things with a grain of salt. You have to, out here. It's sort of like working in a hospital, I'd imagine. You could spend all day thinking about how many people have died there, and how they're probably ghosts or whatever you want to call them all over the place. But it doesn't do you any good. It just makes it harder to do your job. I think a lot of us feel that way, and that's why we try to just go about our work life, everything is fine. Once you get paranoid, there's not really any going back, and a lot of cadets quit because of it. My park especially seems to have a high turnover rate because the cadets graduate and get so freaked out about everything, and they can't seem to let it go. You have to learn to internalize things and shut off. Oops. Oops, what? What happened? What you do? I've talked to Katie a bit about her experience because I wanted to know what she thought about the Wendigo. She didn't really have anything in particular to say about it, aside from that she didn't want to think about it that much, but she told me a friend of hers had had something similar to happen. I contacted this person, H, over Skype, and they agreed to talk to me a bit. They are aware of my work here, and they're fine with me posting the story exactly as they wrote it. Ooh. So H says, hold on, what's happening? Oh, let me yawn real quick. Is this a sleepy stream or what? So she says, or he says, I don't know. I grew up in Central Oregon, and there's a reservation called Warm Springs, about 2 or so hours from where I live. I only mention that because a lot of people in my area have friends there, and a lot of the land in the area belongs to the tribe. When I was a kid, we used to go to camping there. Not on the reservoir, of course, but in that area, and I met a lot of kids who grew up there. I got to know one kid really well. His name was Nolan, and we ended up hanging out a lot when our families were in the area. Our folks got to know each other, so we'd all get in touch and camp out around the same time. We'd camped for about 2 weeks, so we were out there a long time. I asked him if he camped in an RV, and he said, yeah, my dad had one, so I guess it wasn't really camping, but we take our tents and stuff and send them out, but send them out away from camp most nights. Didn't like to sleep in there because I like being outside. Nothing happened, right? Should I be worried, Garcia? What happened? Hold on. Is there something wrong? Did something happen? Should I be aware? I'm not so sure. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading. You let me know if something needs my attention. Um, I just unpinned the Discord link, that is all. Oh, why did you do that? No, I see it pinned. Pinned is good. Pinned is great. Keep it pinned. People fanboy, hi, hello. Bites. Jesus. This is your first warning. Please do not say things like that. Thank you. So anyway, 1 year, Nolan and I. Hi, Domarachi Live. Hi, hello. We are reading horror stories. We're doing nothing. We're just reading horror stories. Don't worry. So anyway, 1 year, Nolan and I were out there. I think we must have been like 12 or so. We wanted to go out and camp near the river because we wanted to try out fishing. I think we must have been about a third of a mile from the camp. AI, it is story time? Or like it is I got it. Why is there a bone in your whatever? Is this really the strangest thing I've seen? Probably not. If you go on my Twitter, it has been stranger. I found puppy ears. Can you see the puppy ears? And when I found puppy ears, I found a puppy bone. So I'm a puppy girl. I'm a puppy girl from another world. And then we're cozy because it's cozy ASMR horror stories today. That's why the sweater. And I'm holding you guys, the love bats. And I just like kitties, so I have a kitty on my head. That's all. Totally normal. Oh, that's why you said AI. Oh, I know. Okay, I understand. I was a little confused, but I get it. What a great inspiration for fan art later. True. But yeah, if you go to Twitter, we had a very interesting couple of minutes here. Wow. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna continue reading. Not the bomb. Where were we? Far enough away that we couldn't hear or see anyone else. I remember that. We were messing around most of the day. I don't really remember much about it, but we ended up building a fire at some point, and I was really impressed because he had this flint or something that he used to start it. I'd never seen anything to do that before, so I thought it was pretty cool. I got him to teach me how to do it, and we lit some stuff on fire, which, looking back, was really stupid because it was the middle of the fucking summer, and if I remember right, the fire warnings was either yellow or orange. Jesus. But thankfully, we didn't start anything major, and when it got dark, we sat around and talked about whatever it is 12-year-olds talk about. I don't really remember. What I do remember is that at some point, he looked over my shoulder at the river and asked me if I could see something. The way our camp was set up, we were about 10 feet from the river, and we were at the widest point, so it was probably about 20 feet to the other bank. It gets hot up there in the summer, but the water's still cold, which is important. I looked over my shoulder and I could see something wading into the river on the other side. From where we were, it looked like a deer, but we couldn't really tell because of the fire. I got up to look closer and I saw a pair of antlers, so I figured it was a buck. But I thought it was weird that it was wading into the water, and it was definitely heading for us. And I asked Nolan what he thought we should do. He is looking at the fire with this weird expression and tells me to sit down and shut up. So I do, because I'd never seen him act this way before. I'm so spooked I literally had to turn around. Hydrate time, thank you. Good hydrate time. I'm so spooked. Oh my god. Do you guys believe in Wendigos? I think I do. So I'm so spooked. Head scratchies or belly rubs? Head scratchies, 100%. Head scratchies, yes. Okay, where are we? Oh boy. Okay, got it. Yeah, I think they are real. I'm thinking about it too, and I think we're about to read a story about it. So, I'm spooked. So you're not a dog. I'm usually not a dog. I'm actually a succubus. I just found these puppy ears that are really cute, and one of my favorite songs have the line, "I'm a puppy girl from another world." So I put them on because I thought they were funny, and then I just kept putting on assets, and now here we are. Crank, you survived! Hi, hello. Okay, here we go. Okay. He's whispering at me to ignore it, to just keep talking like we were. Couldn't think of anything to say. He was saying something about an episode of some show, but I could hear the deer coming through the water, so I wasn't really paying any attention at all. I kept trying to see over his shoulder, but every time I did, it sort of hit me on the arm and made me look at him. I wasn't really scared, I remember. I was just sort of confused. But then I hear the deer come out of the water, and I could kind of make out what it looked like, and I realized it wasn't a deer, because whatever it was walking on two legs. I started to get up. I was super freaked out, but Nolan just yanked me back down and talked louder about this television show, and I could tell he was just as scared as I was, probably even more. He leaned in and poked the fire with a stick, and he whispered that whatever I do, I can't speak to it. I could see it come closer, and it stood right behind Nolan's back. I was about ready to pee my pants, and I think I'd probably have run if I'd been alone, but I didn't want to leave Nolan, so I kept sitting really still and sneaking glances at it. It wasn't that tall, but the way it carried itself was just wrong. Its center of balance was screwed up. I can't really describe it, but it was kind of like it kept shifting too far forward. It just stood there behind Nolan for a long time, and eventually Nolan ran out of things to say, and we just kind of sat there for a second. The fire was making noise, but I thought I could hear this thing talking in a really low voice. I couldn't hear it, couldn't hear what it was saying, and I leaned forward a tiny little bit, and I actually did pee my pants when I leaned forward too. When it leaned forward too, sorry. I couldn't see its face, but I saw its eyes. They were cloudy and milky, and if you want to know what they look like, find that scene from The Lord of the Rings where Frodo falls in the lake and all the dead people are floating towards him. That's what its eyes looked like. So all I saw were these two wide eyes floating above Nolan's head, and the really vague shape of an antler coming out of its head. don't know what my face looked, but exactly the same time, Nolan and I fucking booked it out of nowhere, and we ran non-stop until we got back to the main camp. My pants were soaked with pee, so I took them off as we were running and threw them in the bushes. We both stopped once we were in front of my dad's RV, and we couldn't see anything chasing us. So we stood there and caught our breath. I asked him what the thing was, but he said he didn't know. He said his grandpa had only warned him that if anything ever came up to him when he was out in the desert, he was never, ever supposed to talk to it or listen to it, to anything it says. I wanted to know if he heard it talking too, and he said that the only thing he'd been able to understand was, "Help you." I think we ended up sleeping in the RV with my parents, and then next night we went back out and didn't see anything. Spooky! I'm so spooked. My back is turned against the ghost closet. Ow! Today was easy, totally a Wachuga. I know what they are talking about. Yeah, it's spooky. Okay. That does remind me in a lot of ways of the Wendigo legend. There's a phrase used to describe it that I think fits perfectly, which is that the Wendigo is the spirit of the lonely places. I know sometimes when I'm out in the wilds where I know there's no one around me for miles and miles, I get this weird kind of craving that I can't really explain. I don't know if it happens to anyone, but it's the desire to consume. It's not like I crave anything in particular, but more of this weird, distracting hunger that comes from every part of my gut. I also wanted to find out more about the faceless man, if I was able to find a similar story. I asked around my circle of friends, and one of them said when he was out doing repairs at a park in this area, he saw something kind of like that. We were having dinner in town, 5 of us, including myself. This guy was repainting an information booth and heard a man asking for directions to the nearest campsite. He didn't turn around because he was up on a ladder, but he informed the man, "Ah! These horror noises are so spooky." These horror noises are actually so spooky. Okay. But he informed the man that there weren't any campsites nearby, but that if he headed down the road about 4 miles, he'd find one at another park. He asked if he could be of any other help, but the man said no, thanked him. My friend said he kept painting, but he was listening and never heard the man leave. The second he came up and talked to me, the hairs on my neck stood up, and I wasn't sure why. I just had this really uneasy feeling about the whole thing, and I wanted to finish painting and get out of there. I figured maybe part of it was that I couldn't turn around to look at him, but something just felt off. There was also this weird smell floating around even before the guy talked to me, kind of like old period blood. I had looked around to see what was causing it, but I didn't find anything. So I waited for the guy to walk away, but I didn't hear him leave, which made me think he was just standing there and watching me. So I asked him again if I could do anything for him, and he didn't answer. I knew he was there though because I hadn't heard him leave, so I did this awkward turn on the ladder to look down and see what he was doing. Now I admit, it could have just been my brain fucking up, but I swear to you, for a split second, when I turned around, he had no face. Like, he didn't have a face. It was almost concave and totally smooth, and I just about had a fucking heart attack because I couldn't even wrap my brain around what I was seeing. It think I started to say something, but there was this kind of pop inside my head, and suddenly he was just a normal guy. I must have looked weird because he asked me if I was okay, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fine. He asks about the campsite again, and I point to where he has to go. And he's like, I'm not from around here. Can you help me get there? Now, this is when I know something's really up, because there's no way this guy got out here and didn't know where he was. And for that matter, there's no car around, so he had to get here. How did he get here in the first place? I said I was sorry, but I couldn't take him anywhere in a company vehicle, and he's like, please? I really don't know where I am. Can you come with me and help me get out there? So now I'm seriously weirded out, and I start wondering if this is some kind of ambush or whatever. I told him I could call him a taxi to come out and take him where he wants to go. And I pull out my phone. He just goes, no, and walks away really quickly. But he doesn't walk out of the park. He walks back into the fucking trees. And I got a ride in my fucking truck and started to get out of there. Fuck the paint or whatever. I looked in my mirror to see where he was, and I was leaving. And as I was leaving, he was standing right at the tree line again. I don't know how he got there so fast, but this time, I know that fucker didn't have a face. He was just watching me leave, and right before I turned the corner, he took a big step back into the trees and kind of dissolved. Maybe it was just dark, so he blended in, but it felt more like he just melted away. Interestingly, right after this guy finished his story, someone else piped in with another one with a slightly different twist. Oh, fun fact I learned recently is that when people talk about deer-like creatures with antlers on two legs, they usually refer to it as a wendigo, but it's most likely a wechuga they mean. Wechuga have a lot in common with wendigo. We even share the whole cannibalism thing. Oh, let me see. Okay, hold on. What's the difference between a wendigo and a wechuga? Okay. So they're both cannibalistic creatures, right? Okay. So the origin of the Wendigo is Algonquan, where the Wechuga is Athabascan, specifically the Beaver people of Western Canada. Okay. The Wendigo's core theme is like cannibalism, greed, and the loss of humanity, and the Wechuga is breaking spiritual laws and possession. The description of the Wendigo is emaciated, tall, icy, or skeletal being, sometimes with antlers or deer skull face in modern depictions, though not traditional. And the Wechuga's description is sometimes described as more physically human-like, but powerful and corrupted by evil spirits. The Wechuga's behavior is a person becomes a Wechugi not through cannibalism per se, but by violating taboos or being possessed after being too powerful spiritually. It may eat human flesh, but the root cause is spiritual imbalance rather than hunger. Focuses more on hubris and spiritual imbalance than just hunger or greed. Interesting. And then the Wendigo's behavior is a person becomes a Wendigo after committing cannibalism or being consumed by insatiable greed or hunger. It's associated with cold, winter, isolation, and spiritual corruption. Represents the danger of selfishness and breaking community taboos, especially during harsh winters. Oh, how interesting! Very interesting if you ask me. Wow, I didn't know that. Blood Amarok, hi, hello! Love the Demon Slayer cosplay? Frank is right, the Wendigo has more to do with the cold winter. Yeah. Never heard of a Bachuga, but I swear I saw a movie or a series somewhere where there was a Wendigo. There was a Wendigo movie. It wasn't really good. But there was one where the dad was becoming one and he was in danger of like eating his kids. It was really interesting. I have never seen a single Wendigo movie or Skinwalker movie that was good though. Other than like Until Dawn. PBS Monstrum has a great explanation. You're right, PBS does. I think I've seen it. It's not what I was looking for, but I think I've seen that too. Okay, reading more, reading more. We're almost done, kids. Yum, yum, yum. You know, actually, I had something sort of a weird thing like that happen a while back. I was out doing some trail scouting, and I was out in the middle of nowhere figuring out where we were gonna have this trail run through. I hadn't seen anyone else for probably a good 2 hours, so I wasn't really paying attention to where I was going. I was just looking at the ground for the most part. Then, out of nowhere, I crested this little hill and almost ran into this guy. He was older, probably in his 60s, and I started to apologize to him for running into him. And then I noticed his face. And I probably looked like a complete douchebag because I stopped and just stared at him. It took me a second to figure out what was wrong, but this guy's face was huge. I know that sounds weird, but that's the only way I can describe it. His head wasn't big or anything, it was just normal, but the amount of space his face took up was just way too much. Like if you took someone's face and enlarged it by about 2 times. He doesn't say anything, he just kind of looks at me, and I backed up and was kind of stuttering and saying I was sorry. And I went around him and fucking got out of there and did what I needed to do. The whole time I kept looking behind me because I was so freaked out that he'd pop up behind me or something. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I swear to you, it was one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. I switched the topic to the stairs a little later, and there was a definite shit in enthusiasm. No one spoke up at first. There is a real stigma around discussing them, even when we are away from work. But I broke the ice with a story of my own, and the guy who told the story about the faceless man told this one, albeit very quietly. A couple years ago, I was camping with my girlfriend, and we were about 2 miles from the road. Oh, at this side I know. We went to bed that night, but we couldn't sleep. Someone interjected a funny comment, and we were dangerously close to going off the subject, but yeah, anyways. It was because we kept hearing the grinding noise. My brother used to grind his teeth in his sleep, and it kind of reminds me of that. My girlfriend was freaking out, but I kept just telling her to ignore it because I've heard it before, and you just have to ignore it. It goes away eventually, you guys know what I mean. So eventually I got her to sleep, but I woke up probably 2 hours later. Something was just off. I rolled over and she wasn't there. I kind of freaked out because. Anyway, I ran out of the tent calling her name, but I didn't have to go far. She was standing at the edge of the camp, looking at something in the trees, and I could see she was really pale. The fire was low. Oh fuck. Sorry, cats. The fire was low, but bright enough to see her. Anyway, I ran up to see what was going on, and she was dead asleep, but her eyes were open. She had this real spaced out look, you know? So I put my arm around her to lead her back, but she wouldn't move. She just said really quietly something like, I have to go now, Eddie. I have to go. It's here. I was like, you're just sleepwalking. Come back to bed. But she wouldn't budge. She just kept standing there and saying that she had to go. And I looked where she was looking, and there was a fucking staircase right there, about 15 yards away. Gray one, concrete, and she started to walk towards it, but I yanked her back, and that woke her up. She looked at me like I was fucking out of my mind, and she asked what the fuck she was doing out of the tent. I didn't tell her anything. I just told her that she was sleepwalking, and grinding was gone. So she just went back to the tent with me and fell asleep again. I don't know. I don't like thinking about it, you know? You guys remember that kid with, I can't remember what it was, some kind of brain fuck up? Not Downs, but something like that. Something else. Someone else brought it up. Well, I got to read the report he gave me when they found him a week after he was missing, and it was fucked up beyond belief. Stop sneaking at me! Jesus! I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt because who knows what that kid was actually think is real, but some of this stuff I don't think he could make up. Need to go shower and get some food. Get some food! You're hungry? Be careful! Be careful if you're hungry, it might be the Wendigo. Hi, Rapunstegian. Nezuko looking hella cute. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, first off, he talked about the stairs. He said he'd been watching his dad build a fire, and the stairs came up to him, and he had to go up them or something bad would happen. The cops couldn't really understand what he was talking about after that because he just kept saying, like the campfire, over and over. And he kept mentioning sounds, but he couldn't say what sounds, just that it was loud and he covered his ears so he couldn't hear them. But the thing I remember most is that they asked him where he'd exactly gone, and he just said he was right there. He kept pointing at himself, and they said that they thought that he meant he thought he'd never left. He said he wasn't scared because the stairs were there, and he said that they talked to him, but not people talk. Like I said, it was really convoluted and hard to understand, and I had a feeling cops didn't take most of it down. They ended up just saying the kid had some kind of amnesia or fugue, and that they didn't think a foul play was involved. Doesn't really explain why he came back with a week later perfectly fine without a speck of dirt on him and well fed, but hey, what the cops say goes. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, so we'll continue next to Terror Tuesday, Beat the Stories, and it's gonna be the final one. It's gonna be part 8, the final chapter. Aren't we so excited? I'm really excited. Whee! I am so excited, guys. Wow. Did you guys like the stories today? I think it was fun. I loved it a lot. Woo! Again, if you want to submit your horror stories, please go to our Discord and there should be a channel and it's called, I'm looking it up right now. It's called Horror Story Admissions, right in hell, I mean HR. And if you submit a story, I'll read it out to you next Terror Tuesday. Glad I got to catch part of it. I loved it. Hell yeah. I love that you loved it. Did the others love it too? I'm sorry that it's a short stream today. I just have a lot of things to do. I wish I could stay, but I have to take care of myself too, you know. Well, I guess it's not taking care of myself, it's taking care of like chores. Ugh. I hate chores. But I'm glad that you guys were here. It was so much fun. I loved it so much.
Hello, motherfucker.
What should I play today? Thank you so much for the follow. Also, hi, hello. Hi, hello. We should do not eat flesh in the forest. That's gonna be what we're gonna say. It's so exciting. And if you follow me, you should have the emojis. So I'm not choosing emojis that you can't use. That's gonna be our raid message. Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's see. Guys, you know who's streaming? Hold on. You know who's streaming, guys? It's EP. We should go rate them. What do you guys think? Should we rate EP? EP Dreamy Official. Thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some chit chatting. We're gonna talk about some dominatrix stuff. Um, Heroes Reborn, so yeah. So thank you so much for coming to my stream. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. I hope that you guys had fun with the assets and stuff. Let me know what I should read because I think we're gonna finish this story next week. And I'll look up some stories, but if you guys want me to read something, I'll read it. I can even read like your actual stories that happened to you. So let's have your raid message ready, and I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye, 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 bye. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.